Owusubempah, I don't know first time I'm already visit over 18 subscribers to
It's, it being off was a worthy decision.
Listen, COVID-19, the name says COVID what? 19.
Levy.
Yes. Right? And COVID is now a memory in an important memory, but it's a memory. A levy called COVID-19, mopping up what? 2% of all our revenue has no business being on their tax books. Listen, throw it away. Get rid of it. I'm really pleased that they've gotten rid of it. It was one of the taxes that I would say last year, it was a nuisance tax.
COVID-19 levy was a nuisance tax.
Yes.
But you would not contest the fact that it was one of the surest revenue lines that we had. It never failed. It was always bringing in even more than we projected, isn't it?
Yes, but think about it. Let's be clear how we are collecting taxes. COVID-19 was an indiscriminate tax. It didn't care who you were, how much you earned, it will hit you. We're better off, and maybe we're veering into a slightly different area, but we're better off making taxes progressive so that the more you earn, right, the more you should pay. COVID-19 was 1%. It didn't care what you earned. Whatever you're doing, you're buying credit, COVID-19 is there. You go to the hospital, COVID-19 is there. You buy food, COVID-19 is there. It was everywhere. And so, I dare say it hit the disadvantaged of our society harder than it hit the well-off in our society.
Really? So it was a regressive tax measure. But this evidence is uncontestable, isn't it?
No. There are two different issues. Was it an effective way of collecting money? Yes. But was it a fair way of collecting money? That's a completely different argument. Effective, yes. In fact, the credit is that I can imagine in that room in the Ministry of Finance where they're trying to balance the books, and somebody is saying, take away COVID-19, and somebody else is saying, are you for real? 2%? Wouldn't that create a hole? So obviously there is a debate, and part of the debate is what we're having now. The truth of the matter is that effective, yes. Important, yes. Fair, no.
Effective, yes. Important, yes. Fair, no. Was not fair
and you
based
see,
on its impact.
Let me give you another side of this whole argument. You see, when you take 100 cedis from private sector, from business, and give it to the government, it is important because the government has to pay certain bills. But yet at the same time, you're taking 100 cedis from what, all things being equal, is an efficient way of managing money and giving it to a thoroughly inefficient way of managing money. So you see, when for me, the biggest effect of this tax is not even so much the 1% that has been taken off and the little that if you bought a fridge for 1,000 cedis, you may see 100 cedis reduction. It is the fact that 3.7 billion is being returned to the private sector in this country to use in a more efficient way. And that was what will deliver growth. In fact, if you ask me, we are not going to see much of a price reduction. Remember that those who are selling, they have three choices. They can keep the whole 1% and put it in their pocket. They can give you part of the 1% back, or they can fully pass the 1% back.
Yes.
Even if they fully pass it back, like I said, if you bought 1,000 cedis fridge, you get what?
Something back.
No, you get 10 cedis back.
Yes.
Not give me 100 cedis, 10 cedis back. So that's not the argument. But in this country, where private sector continuously remains the most efficient way of allocating our resources, of using our money, they have returned 3.7 billion to the private sector. And that will make a difference. In Dalex, it will make a difference to my bills. And if we talk about the private sector being a more efficient way of spending money, then it's better than that money going back to the government. So that boost that the Minister of Finance talked about, that boost to the economy is real.
Comment section one. Na no first time I revisit subscribe button also. Makramo.